What's up guys, Trevor here, and in this week's video we're going to talk about how to guarantee success in any business. So it doesn't matter if you own a restaurant, you own an e-commerce business, you own a SaaS business. What are some ways you can guarantee success in the long run? This is not going to be overnight success, because with all businesses, if you are consistent enough, this is going to be the moral of the entire video. You can definitely guarantee success. So just kicking it off and starting with number one is going to be being disciplined. Now, motivation is just temporary, an urge to keep you moving forward, but being disciplined to your business, meaning that you need to do this task and you shouldn't be motivated by them. So if your business is driven by motivation, then that's kind of the wrong mindset that you need to kind of change in order to guarantee success. When you are kind of motivated by discipline, this means that there are specific tasks that you need to do in your business already, and you shouldn't need the urge to see the flashy Lamborghinis, the mansions for you to do that task. You should be already doing that task before you even got to that situation. So being motivated by discipline is a great way to kind of guarantee success by putting things in your own shoes and knowing that these are what you need to do. And if you don't want to do them anymore, then you need to get your butt off the chair and hire someone to do that. So this kind of puts responsibility in your own shoes and urges you to push forward and move the business forward. Number two is going to be setting action-based goals. What does this mean? So a lot of people I know put revenue goals for the month. So let's say the next month is November. They say they want to hit $150,000 in sales that month. Now, instead of putting that as a goal, put action-based goals instead. So what are the steps in processes that you can do in your business to get further to that goal? Is that running more ads? Is that closing more suppliers for your website? Is that reaching out and getting more influencers? Instead, make the goal of if you can see over a long period of time that each influencer that you work with, you add about $50,000 in revenue to your business. And if you've only been working with one influencer every month, you can already do the math. If that number is consistent, you need to have a goal of landing 3 influencers that month. So now boil that down into a daily task. Maybe your close rate is every 100 people you get one person to potentially partner with you. So divide that, do the math, and see how many you need to reach out to potentially hit that 3 influencer goal to then hit that 150K revenue per month. So instead of having revenue numbers, make the goal more actionable, so you can actually work on that goal and see yourself completing that goal and getting closer to that realistic revenue figure that you had originally. So number 3 to guarantee success in business or in any business is to operate with speed. What does this mean? So if you own any sort of business and working with other people, you're probably going to be working with a marketing manager. Maybe you're working with your graphic design department. Everything moves very slowly, especially in the corporate world. Everything moves like a snail. When you're a small business, this is your advantage. If it's only yourself, maybe it's you and a few employees, you can operate with speed. What does this mean? It means pushing your team to complete the task in as fast as possible. Obviously, you are the best judge to see how much work is needed versus how much time you can give them. If something you can complete in a few days and you give your employee a week to complete that, you're just potentially wasting 4 days of potential extra work. Because if they can also finish that in a few days, just set that as a deadline. Don't give them extra days, because you're just overpaying for the employee costs anyways, and you're operating at a slower speed, because people that are operating at a fast speed, getting the connections running more ads, doing more things per month, they're going to get further and further to their goal and further away from the people that are just, they don't really care if they do this task today or they do it tomorrow. Operate with urgency, and this is the best way you can guarantee success. Okay, so number 4 and the 4th tip to guarantee success in any business is to think bigger. Now, this is a tip that if you already have revenue in your business, say you're doing $50,000 every single month in revenue, instead of thinking 100,000, think how you 10x at any point. So what tasks inside your business can you 10 times your potential revenue? Like, just look at your marketing spend. If you're spending $1,000 every single month and you're getting $50,000 back, do the math. That's 50x of your return on your ad spend. You need to pump more money towards that. Think of ways you can, get bigger results by pouring more money in. And with this tip specifically, think bigger. This really applies to kind of any business. Like if you own a local restaurant, think bigger does mean like you can move to different locations or have different locations instead of thinking of, I'm going to hire another employee. Think long term, think big, because this is where, your job as an entrepreneur is to grow the business, not work inside the business, and this is where you will succeed. So the last tip of this video is going to be number 5, which is surround yourself with winners. I can't stress this enough, because this is probably one of the most important tips on this entire list, besides operating with speed. Surround yourself with winners. There is a common quote out there that says you are the sum of your 5 friends divided by whatever. I don't know the exact quote, but you probably already know that. So surround yourself with winners. How do you do this? Well, most of the times, to get access to these winners in that space that you want to succeed in, you have to pay for some sort of mentorship, maybe a course or package or something. I can't say this is worth it for every single industry, but a lot of the times, if you really see the people that have what you want in that specific industry, it is oftentimes way worth it to just pay that price and get access to those winners. Surround yourself with those people, ask questions if you need to, provide value in return, and this by far is the best way to grow as an entrepreneur. Not only will you bounce ideas off each other, but this is a great way to grow your connections, and they could be your friends for life. So just besides just business connections, this could be personal connections and people that you meet that you can be around with for the rest of your life. So the 5th tip was surround yourself with winners. These are the 5 tips of how to guarantee success in your business. Hope you guys found some value in this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and if you have any questions regarding how to guarantee success in your business, make sure you drop a comment down below, and I will try and reply as soon as possible. Thank you, and take care.